Good evening, everyone. Greg with Platte Valley Woodworks here with a first video unboxing. So I got a brand new toy today in the mail, and we're going to go ahead and open this thing up, and I'm going to talk a bit about it and why I got it, and maybe do a quick use to kind of show you how it works. And yeah, not really a review on it because I haven't used it yet for real work, but yeah, let's take a look at what we got here. Alright, here's the box. It's not real big, so I didn't get a big toy. Got a little toy. Let's take a look and see what it is. Let's just break it, shall we? Brand new tool. Alright, so it's the Grizzly T31999 biscuit joiner. I got this because, let me show you what I've been using. Here it is. It's the Craftsman Biscuit system. Mounts to a router. Has a router bit down in it. That's obviously cuts. It's got a gauge up here for what size biscuit you have. Of course, you're working with a router, so you gotta go the right direction. And of course, this slides up and down to expose the blade to the specific depth that you need it to cut your biscuit holes. I did the entire tabletop with that. And I realized this is a bit old school. It worked fine. It was something my dad had, and I inherited it from him when I inherited his router, his full-size router. My other router is a palm router, so I needed something big for table work and such. So that's what I used on the table video that you guys have been watching, those updates. So let's pop this box open and take a look at what we got. Alright, here we go. What do we have? Alright, well, we've got a dust collection bag. Looks pretty big, so it should hold quite a bit of dust. We've got a, looks like a depth gauge, depth setter. Myself to focus here. Yep, there's my depths. And then here is the 31999 biscuit joiner tool itself. First thing I notice is it's not super duper heavy, but I'm not going to be lugging this thing around one-handed all day long. Dust port is small, about the size of a quarter, so it might actually fit on my shop vac dust collection. The plate slides very easily. I don't feel any catches or anything. It's got good return with the spring. Single blade, so upgrade from the router. I don't have to slide it back and forth. I just set it up against the workpiece and push it forward, and it cuts for me. So that's exciting. What else do we got here? Alright, so we got a couple of wrenches and brushes. So they sent new brushes for the motor. So when the motor gets worn down, the brushes will get brushes to replace it. A wrench for the blade, and then a Allen wrench to looks like maybe for the handle. So alright, let's get this thing assembled, and maybe we'll cut some biscuits. Alright, so here we go. I got some scrap 1x12 left over from the tabletop. And so now I need to set the depth gauge. So here's the depth gauge. And I can also set an angle. And over here is the depth of the cut I can make. I have number 10 biscuits, so the dial is set on 10. Now I just need to set it up so that it will cut in the middle of my board as opposed to the bottom of the board. So let's get that set up real quick and see what we got. That was real easy to set up. The black knob there, you loosen that up and that slides this plate here up and down. You set the depth. So I eyeballed it, didn't do any measuring, just eyeballed it, get where we're at. Now, gonna be noisy, make sure everything's pretty flat, and I can push. Let's make some noise and some dust. Got a biscuit. Way smoother than the router. All right, let's cut another one. Then I'll see if I can we'll switch these boards out. We'll put 2 more on it and on the other board, and we'll join this board together real quick. All right, so I went ahead and lined my lines up. And then you line it up in the little peephole. All right, let's cut it. Line it up again. Now, one thing I can tell you for sure that I like about this already is the fact that I don't have to slide it back and forth. I just have to push it in. Where with that router, things tended to get a little wonky and could get a little out of control sometimes trying to cut that. So, a much smoother biscuit holes. Yeah, so let's see. Walk over here. Get my biscuits. Let's see how they fit, shall we? First thing is for sure is I did not have that set in the proper depth, because this is supposed to be a number 10 and it goes deep down in there, so there's not a lot of biscuits sticking out, but maybe, I don't know, maybe that's how it's supposed to be. That's my other board. Get this spun around. And lines lined up. Oop. And help none that this board is warped beyond belief, but I'm doing this one-handed on a cell phone. That is not a bad joint for rough lumbered assembled. It was easy. I have to double check my gauge and also double check these old Bosch biscuits versus the new ones that I bought the other day. Maybe there's a size difference, maybe 10 is different, but overall, I'm very happy with it. I'm excited to have it. I'm excited to try to build something new with it. So, yeah, maybe after a few uses, I'll give it a good review. But again, like I said, I am comparing my experience with this biscuit joiner versus a router with a biscuit joiner jig on it. So, it's probably gonna be no contest. The biscuit joiner is gonna win hands down every time. I just can't see it being more of a pain in the butt to use the biscuit joiner versus the jig. So until next time, talk to you guys later. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see a review on the biscuit joiner, give me a comment and say, hey, use it, review it, tell us what you think of it. I'm interested in it. Also, you can jump on my website, PlatteValleyWoodworks.com. Give me any questions or comments there. Comment on the videos, questions on the videos, like, thumbs up, subscribe. Follow me on, what's that other place called? Instagram. That's what it is. Instagram. I'm posting pictures on that fairly regularly. And yeah, you can see me on Facebook too, but there's not a lot going on Facebook anymore. It's all Instagram and YouTube. So check me out. If you like everything, subscribe, follow me, do what you want. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a great night.